Hi English 111. I wanted to walk through a couple of the key pieces that you'll need for performing academic research. Part of what you're going to be doing in this module is looking at the difference between just regular Google searching and kind of what comes up from that kind of search versus academic research that you do through a library and that you find in databases. Here's the difference in a nutshell. Academic research is written by experts in whatever field it is for other experts in that field. So this is highly academic writing. It has not been dumbed down for a general audience like on a website or something like that. So we are looking for highly specialized types of sources that are written by experts for other experts. So you can see that I'm here. I just logged into my SCC and this is the home page. I'm going to go up to the library tab at the top. And when I click on that, it gives me the chance to search not only what's in the library itself, like physically, if you were to come to campus, but also the online sources that we have access to, which includes hundreds of databases that include thousands of different academic journals, which is where we find the type of academic sources that we are looking for. So the first general place that we'll begin is with this one search box, because you can see it says search for full text articles from scholarly journals. Yay, that's what we want, scholarly, academic. Another way that you might consider searching is to also go to all books. This will give you not only the books that are in the library, but also access to thousands of online ebooks, many of which are also considered academic, as long as they are written by experts for other experts in whatever field it is. So if I am searching for, let's see here, I'll just search for something that I'm interested in. I'm just going to search for dressage horse and see what happens. The search results that come up on this screen, I need to first make sure that I limit them or I refine my search using these links on the left. So the first thing I want to do is click full text. Otherwise, I might have some results in this result list that I don't have access to the full article, and then that they're useless to me. So now I have only full text ones. And then I make sure I want to click scholarly journals. That gets rid of things like newspapers and magazines that are not considered scholarly. They might have perfectly good information in them, but because they are not written for experts, a magazine or a newspaper is written for a general audience. That's not the kind of source I want to use in academic research. Again, it might be accurate, it might be good information, but it still isn't considered academic because it hasn't been written for other experts. So if I have narrowed to these two options, I am much more likely to have the kinds of sources that I need. So looking at this first one, looking at limb kinematics between collected and lengthened trot. I know what that means. If you don't ride dressage, you might not know. In two groups of dressage horses on two different surfaces. That's interesting to me. I think it's fascinating to think of how the legs actually move, the biomechanics, how they work, depending on the type of surface that you're riding on. I can automatically see this is in the Equine Veterinary Journal. That is not a magazine, that is an academic journal. And if I wanted to preview it, I just used a little preview. It tells me basically what the study was. Whoops, sorry. And it tells me where it was published, Equine Veterinary Journal. So that can help me decide if I want to use this or not, if I were doing research. If I decide I do want to use it, I just click full text online. And here's my source. Anytime you have the option in searching these online databases, anytime you have the option to do the PDF, do it. And I'll show you why. A couple of different reasons. When I open the PDF of any article, it's going to give me some key information that I will need if I were to use this in an essay. First of all, it gives me all the publication information. This is the title of the article. These are all the authors. This is the title of the journal. And then this DOI comes in handy whenever I'm doing my works cited page, which is in research, what you write at the end of your essay. Gives me the summary, and then it begins the article itself with the introduction. Notice also the PDF gives me the actual page numbers. So if I were actually holding this journal in my hand because I had it delivered to me, this would be the actual page number. That's important because if I were to quote from this page or use anything from this page in my essay, I need to know the page number it came from because I'm going to include that in my citation. So if you have the option for a PDF, use it because it has those key pieces of information. The other thing that I really like about a PDF is that when I'm doing research, if I like this article, I'm not going to waste my time reading all of it right now. I want to keep researching. I want to keep finding information. So I'm going to download it and just go ahead and save it to my computer, and then I can come back later. I always save all of my PDFs to the same file folder on my computer so that I have all my research in one place. And then I never have to come back and search for it. So that's another thing that a PDF is really useful for. So I'm going to close that. Take a look at another one here, also from Equine Veterinary Journal. Another one from the same journal. BMC Veterinary Research, so there's a different journal. Looking at a specific breed of horse, the Friesian. There's one trotting on a treadmill. So I've got a lot of really interesting studies that are being done about dressage horses and the way that they move. Let's just, out of curiosity's sake, do the exact same search, dressage horse, from Google. So the first thing that comes up is a definition of what a dressage horse is. The next couple of things beyond the video, so let's look at our links. Of course, Wikipedia. Wikipedia almost always comes up towards the top of every search because they've paid a lot of money to Google to make sure they come up at the top of any search. Obviously not scholarly. Might be wonderful information, maybe completely accurate, but it's for a general audience. It's not for experts. Here's an introduction to the sport of dressage riding by looks like a pet type of website. Dressage Today is a magazine, so that's their website. There it is again. Equine Now is a horse sales site, so dressage horses for sale. So really none of the same kind of information that I was getting from this more scholarly search. So that's why I want you to really consider for this week and for this module the differences between what kinds of information and kinds of source material you're getting from an academic search versus what you might be getting from just a regular Google search. So make sure you use these tools. If I didn't find what I wanted right from the beginning, I can go back here and start modifying my search terms. I could do dressage horse. Let's do dressage rider. You know, maybe I want to talk about the rider and see what kind of studies have been done on the rider in dressage. Let's just see what comes up. So postural characteristics of female dressage riders. That's interesting to me. Kinematics of the saddle and the rider in dressage horses trotting on a treadmill. There's that other one. With focus on the rider effect, Journal of Animal Breeding and Genetics. That one's interesting. So notice how my my search results kind of shifted a little bit. So if I don't find what I'm looking for in the exact first or second source, I'm not giving up. I'm just going to start playing with what my search terms are. All right, so that's academic research and kind of the walkthrough of how to use our library's databases. I look forward to seeing what you come up with for your discussion board for this week and then for the journal as well. And I hope you're having a good week.